What are some simple things you can do to make yourself more attractive? I've learned that as a man I can either get away with scruffy hair or a scruffy beard. But never both. I'm currently rocking short neat hair and a stubbly tramp's beard. Holy crap, you're right. I never put it together before. But if I'm bumming it and do my hair, I look rugged. While if I'm clean shaven but leave my hair messy, I look suave. But if I'm scruffy and my hair is messy, I look homeless. Nice insight. If you don't like something, at least see the appeal in it. People hate it when you blatantly hate something without giving it a chance. But do you see the appeal in blindly hating things, or do you just blindly hate it? Yes. Have interests or hobbies. Don't let your spit dry out close to your lips and form a grainy white coating. Guy in my workplace is like that. Nice guy. But I'm always scared a big glob of white, starchy, melted shortbread looking gunk is going to escape the chasms of his lip opening and embed itself in my face. Dressing a little nicer helps a lot. I'm usually just a t-shirt and jeans kinda guy. So when I do khakis and a button up, people usually take notice. Nothing too fancy, but it seems to have an effect. On a similar note, dress to fit your body type. Some examples: don't be the guy that wears an overly large shirt which fits awkwardly. If you're a bit bigger in the stomach area, consider tucking your button-down shirt in. It'll make you look skinnier. Wear the right style of jeans. Physically, a very simple skincare routine of face washing and moisturizing gives you a glow. Very simple workouts like push-ups and sit-ups and squats, and make a fairly quick and noticeable change in posture which makes you walk more erect, jiggity, and is apparently an attractive trait. Mentally, read. Have interests and learn how to share knowledge. Don't be a complainer. I don't mean pretend everything is fine all the time, but don't let yourself engage in, or especially start, that low-level itching that so quickly becomes a habit. Try and find something positive to say if you are struggling to make conversation. And if you can't, then express your opinion plainly. Don't talk about being annoyed by something. Talk about being disappointed. Don't be the person who is always tearing stuff down. I cannot tell you how unattractive it is when somebody around you whines or is negative a lot. And once someone notices you're doing it, they can't unnotice. Also, people will stop wanting to be open and honest about how they feel about something around you in case you're negative about it. If all you have in common with someone is a love of putting stuff down and complaining about things, then one day in the future you'll realize that the only thing left you haven't yet complained about in detail is each other, and then the real unhappiness will start. If you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. There's kind of a notion like, why don't my friends do anything cool? Why are they like this? I wish my life was full of really awesome people. But the reality is that you can be the one to make it happen. To be who everyone would like to be with. Take a shower every day and wash yourself thoroughly. If you smell nice, it's a big plus. I pride myself on smelling good. I'm a big guy. I look like a dork. I dress like a hobo, but I smell fabulous. I love it when people tell me I smell good, because there's always that hint of surprise in their voice. I look like I should smell like pot and salty garbage, but I don't. Pretend to be confident. Whether you have high self-esteem or not, other people seeing you confident is a definite +1. As a bonus, eventually you won't have to pretend anymore. Don't overdo it, though. It's so sad for someone with very low self-esteem to overcompensate and end up looking overly cocky or full of herself. Head up, shoulders back, and tighten your core when you're walking. If you want to look and feel more confident, change your posture. Even if it means faking it, eventually you'll start to believe it. Learn to breathe correctly. A lot of people are shallow breathing ducks. Breathe from your stomach, not your chest, and set aside a few minutes every day to take very deep breaths. This will do wonders for your stress levels. A weary heart is oftentimes visible on your face. Drink more water. Eat more vegetables. Stretch. And exercise. If you don't want to go to the gym, then get off Reddit. Put on music or a podcast. And go walk outside for at least 30 minutes every day. Your body is meant to move. Do it. Respect yourself and be much more gentle with yourself. People are finicky. One minute they like you. The next minute they don't. The only constant is yourself. So be more attractive for you. Stand up straight. Smile. Brush your goddamn teeth. Take a goddamning shower. Wear some deodorant. This does not mean shower yourself in perfume. I'm looking at you. Axholes. Ask questions about other people. One of the biggest turn-offs for me is when people don't ask questions about others. It gives me the impression that they are self-centered and don't care about anyone else. Seriously. Like. Don't be fat. How many great-looking fat people do you see and then think, I would love to have sex with that person? None. Being attractive is the most important thing there is. If you want to catch the biggest fish in your pond, you have to be as attractive as possible. Make sure to keep your hair spotless and clean. Wash it at least every 2 weeks. Once every 2 weeks. And if you see Johnny Football Hero in the hall, tell him he played a great game and tell him you liked his article in the newspaper. My trick? Go to grocery store. Fill bag with cosmetics and health foods. Get home. Dump everything out of bag. Put bag on my head. Continue to do nothing different. Get a haircut. Buy new, nicer shoes that don't cost $19.99. Invest in some button downs that are form-fitting, not baggy. Invest in slim fit jeans or chinos. A nice fitting pair of jeans looks good with almost anything. Girls also like seeing nice butts too, so don't get them too loose. Do things that broaden your horizons. Take something you do and do it bigger. Do things completely new. Go where you're least comfortable. Do the opposite of what your gut tells you every once in a while. Don't let your problems define who you are. I know a few people who have nothing to talk about except for their bipolar depression, or their failed relationships, or how they have no friends, etc, etc. You shouldn't ignore these things, or pretend they don't affect you. But those are the sorts of things that people who are close to you get to know. Don't bring them up in casual conversation or a first date. This isn't exactly simple, but it's the most important. Identify and confront your big personal flaws or shortcomings. For me, it was realizing and accepting I had an anxiety problem. And so I bit the bullet and spent a year working with a counselor on that. And it changed my life. At the same time, I stopped thinking so much about why I wasn't seeming to be attractive to women, and focused instead on trying to live really fully and openly. I trained for and ran a marathon, had a lot of time on my hands, read a bunch, went to lots of concerts, and got over my fear of rejection by going on a lot of first dates. Nobody who's emotionally healthy will want to be a solution to your loneliness problem. They'll be a person with a full, vibrant life who sees you as someone who also has a full, vibrant life that's worth sharing. Get yourself a toothpick, a leather jacket and some aviators. Slick your hair back with some shiny sheet and get a muscle car. We're getting into having money now, which is actually the real answer. Stop smoking. If you smoke, better skin, better smell, more money for clothes. Wish me luck. Day 5 now. By the way, you're all blessed with a fabulous look. Switch things up. I'm usually a jeans and shirt kind of person, but when I put on a dress, or even a skirt, it not only gives me a little confidence boost to be wearing something out of my norm, but people tend to notice. That little confidence boost can be picked up on by other people. Lose weight. I've known many people over the years that turned out to be gorgeous as duck when they lost weight. This is going to sound silly, but honestly, just being a decent human being. Don't say anything behind someone's back you wouldn't say to their face. Treat people with respect. Own up to mistakes. Be someone people look up to for those reasons. Because in the end it's not going to matter how physically attractive you are. Some of the people I've been most attracted to haven't been lookers. But they are genuinely kind people and the kind of people I want around. Learn to cook. I learn to cook with shrimp every day. I cooked shrimp with different flavors and styles. They cook fast and are small and ready to control a few at a time. It gave me an understanding of flavors and the difference in cooking something and overcooking something. Don't be rude. Seriously. You could have a face carved by God himself. But if you're a major douchebag, it will take your attractiveness level down several pegs. People who are genuinely kind and friendly are way more attractive than those who are not. It doesn't matter if your appearance is a 10. If your personality is a 3. Then you're a 3. Kill all the people more attractive than you. Aftershave perfume. If a guy smells nice, I notice him. Buy clothes that fit. This is huge. You can pick great clothes, you can match them and make them look awesome. But if they are too loose or too tight, it's all for naught. Be confident in getting across what you do and do not like. Nothing is worse than trying to make decisions for someone who says I don't know or whatever you want to everything. It may be a small thing, but it makes a huge difference in others' perception of you. Men, please try to look decent clean. I don't care how much girls love it when you are slumming it in sweats or if you think skinny jeans are stupid. I'm not saying everyone should be wearing skinny jeans, but I hope you get the point. No matter who you are, the moment you start styling your hair a little bit, wearing clothes that fit properly and a little stylish, and carry yourself like the awesome hot adult you are, you'll start turning heads. A fat guy with decent hair and clothes probably gets a lot more ass than just a regular fat guy. Drink plenty of water. Hydration helps fill out fine lines, even skin tone, increase skin turgor, and reduce acne. It's also good for your kidneys, filtering the blood, and overall health. Make eye contact. Swallow.